It's like, for the first time, I've got some purpose.
Look, perfect fit. Your hands are exactly the same size as mine. What's that scratching sound? Hi!
Hey you, how's it going?
Come and play, sis, come on. I'm not in the mood. Let's do something fun. Mum's being a bitch. Adrian, don't. Under the table.
What? The mouse?
It's a rat! It's a big fat rat and it's fucking disgusting! What's that sticking out of its belly? You cruel old man! You fooled me! Free me!
No, I can't. It's been 84 long, long days and I must return bountiful.
Spirits must be kept up in the air. And what a great air it is today. There is a light breeze, sir. She blows across the sea as if cooling a cup of coffee.
Let's remain enemies in this battle, old man! Make me a legend of the deep. You must pass my story on to that boy of yours you keep going on about. But Mother of God, it is too late, for I am already...
I'll kill you before this day ends!
Set me free. I could have killed you by now, but I haven't.
No, wait.
Old man.
I'm getting confused in the head.
Old man!
Sorry.
Hello, Sam.
Why, good evening, Mrs. Maloney. How are you?
Listen, I've got something to tell you.
What is it, darling? What's the matter?
This is going to be a bit of a shock to you, I'm afraid, but I've thought about it a great deal and I've decided that the best thing to do is to tell you right away. I hope you won't blame me too much.
Now, hurry back. All you're doing now is returning home to your husband. He's waiting for his supper. You must cook it well and make it as tasty as possible because the poor man is tired. And if, when you enter the house, you happen to find anything unusual or tragic or terrible, then naturally it'll be a shock and you become frantic with grief and horror. Frantic, grief and horror.
To a police station.
Quick! Come quick! Patrick's dead!
Who's speaking?
Mrs. Maloney. Mrs. Patrick Maloney.
You mean Patrick Maloney's dead?
I think so. He's lying on the floor and I think he's dead. Is there anything you can do?
I came as quickly as I could, Mrs. Mahoney. I hardly believed it till I saw the police cars outside.
Oh, for God's sake, don't make supper. I'm going out.
That's good. Are you hungry?
Yes.
It's lucky I've got your breakfast here for
Where
you.
am I?
Hospital, John. Yes, hospital. Look at the writing on your hand, John.
Hey, buddy. I don't know where or when you'll get this. I'm not sure if you even will. Maybe you've already moved on. It's your birthday today, so I thought I'd get you a little present. One of us printed that bastard on there so we wouldn't forget. Everybody needs mirrors to remind themselves who they are. You're no different.
18th of February,
Always look for the
1916. The German trenches are only about 60 feet away.
Nice picture. Family all together. Mum working hard, Dad relaxing on his day off. Son playing away with the latest gadget. Grandad sitting in his favourite chair, wittering away. Mum and daughter looking at some newfound treasure. Strange how such a nice photo is so easily torn apart. Cheese! Show!
Fighting!
Why are you
I can't harm another living creature. How are we different from those we fight if we kill like them? How can we be seen as a force of good if we butcher everything in our path?
I'm here with Mark, He is directing an expressionist play this term, which I'm actually in myself, and very much looking forward to performing next week on Wednesday the 16th at 2 p.m. and Thursday the 17th at 7 p.m. in RS2. Very physically draining stuff, expressionism. So this started in the 1900s. It's a German movement, and it actually started off in literature, is that right?
That's right, yeah. Literature and art.
Yeah, and then it actually inspired expressionist performance. The concept of the new man, could you tell me a bit about that?
The new man was kind of the whole idea of a man going on a journey to change society for the better, but him being stopped because of society itself pushing down on him and not letting him fundamentally achieve what he sets out to do. So in the case of Death Commodity, he sets out to free industry, but obviously he can't do that because we need industry.
So expressionism actually went against industry, didn't it? It was very much for purging of the soul and freedom of the expression of the individual.
Yes.
And the new man, the idea is that the new man in the literature is represented in the flesh by the protagonist.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it makes his job very difficult because he has to convey the emotion of the scene to the audience.
While maintaining a form of stoicism that the other characters go against so that he stands out.
Stoicism, could you tell us a bit about Stoicism?
Stoicism is kind of everything else going on around him makes it appear like a dream because they're very grotesque, very over the top, whereas the man essentially keeps an element of stillness in his characterization, body and physicality, but it comes through the voice. So his emotion is carried in the voice. Yeah.
I mean, I found myself when I was doing expressionism that actually Stanislavski's methods are quite helpful. Finding the emotion within you and portraying it on your face by feeling it within. I mean, that's the thing with expressionism from an actor's point of view. It's a style, but there's no specific training for expressionism, is there?
It's very challenging. You've just got to find a way of getting into it yourself.
Do you like acting expressionism?
No, I love acting and expressionism.
What methods do you use to?
When we did it for our performance, our assessed performance,
yeah.
we kind of thought about animals, what kind of animals, and we took things like the idea of Creep, the character in Creep. We took a bit of that, the wheelies from The Wizard of Oz, or The Return to Oz, and then kind of mashed it all together to make this horrible character. So I think I take bits of physicality from other places to make one homogeneous being.
Cool, that's really interesting.
That's just the way I work.
Expressionism actually died out about 1925, was it? So it wasn't a very long movement. It rejected politics, and I heard that this actor's salary at that time was worth about 2 pairs of shoes or something. But you obviously found some success in expressionism.
I can understand definitely why it has such a short lifespan and why it wasn't necessarily particularly popular. And it's quite a unique style. It's not necessarily something people were aware of, and but expressionism itself is a really good way of getting a message across to people. It's exciting. It's new, it's different, and it works for those like 20 minutes, 40 minutes that you're doing the performance for, which is about how long I think anyone could take expressionism for.
Yeah. I came out of Jack Tross's feeling like I'd been on some roller coaster ride.
Yeah, no, definitely, and that's what it's about. And I think that very few pieces of theatre make you think, but at the same time, like have that feeling of like uncomfortableness that we're really trying to get in Death Commodity and Pills of Life.
You wanted to put something that you felt strongly about on stage. What were you inspired by to write Death Commodity?
Yeah, I mean, Death Commodity was about the whole idea of global warming, and we all think that the way to stop global warming is to like stop us driving cars, to stop industry, to shut things down. But essentially, that's never going to work. We need our mobile phones. We need everything, all produced by industry. So that really isn't the way to go. So I kind of looked at what happens if we just did that, if we just shut down everything. It really wouldn't work. To encourage people to look at alternatives to the methods being proposed and just to think about the issue of global warming wider than just the fact that we need to change things.
So would you say in that way it's a bit like Brecht's epic theatre? This sort of
I mean there are definitely similarities between Brecht and Expressionism, yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks a lot, Mark. And make sure you join us next week for Death Commodity and Mark's co-writer Sam Casella's Pills of Life precede
Death Commodity.
Death Commodity. So see you there, and not for the faint-hearted.
Definitely not.
Cool.